all for being here. This is such an exciting day for us. I'm Sue Haig. I'm the chair of the Metro Council, and this is really the beginning of a new era in transportation for our whole region. We have the first of the new light rail vehicles that are going to be riding on the new Green Line, which is going to be coming from St. Paul to Minneapolis. In the next year, we're going to have 58 new light rail vehicles here. This is going to be a tremendous expansion of our transit system for the region. We are estimating that on the Central Corridor Green Line that we will have 41,000 riders each weekday. And this is going, which is awesome. And this is how people are going to get to work, and they're going to get to school, and this is how we grow our economy. Our construction is about 74% complete, which is exciting, and this is really the representation of that great work. We have had over 4,000 construction workers working on the development of this project. And they've come from 80 counties around the state of Minnesota. So this is a project that puts people to work, that gets people to work, and really is about the prosperity of our region. We are excited about the Southwest LRT project, which is going to be the extension of this Green Line. So in 2018, we're going to see cars like this going all the way out to Eden Prairie. So it's a great day. So we have so many people to thank, our great federal partner, and I want to introduce Senator Amy Klobuchar. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, this looks great, and it looks a lot warmer in there than out here, making us remember again how important it's going to be. I think you all know this was a tremendous partnership. 2 counties, 2 cities, great leadership in Congress from Congresswoman McCollum, as well as Congressman Ellison, Senator Franken. Before that, Senator Coleman and I worked on this together. We truly have believed that this was a team effort for the region. I want to thank both of our mayors, Mayor Ryback and Mayor Coleman, for their leadership, as well as Commissioner McDonough, and of course, the man who I first always associate with transportation from my old job, Commissioner Peter McLaughlin. You know, this is more than just about getting people from point A to point B. This is also about giving people access to jobs. As we go into this next phase of our economy, into the next decade, into the next century, we're going to have to get people to the jobs. On the very first day it opens, the Green Line will provide access to 280,000 jobs along the Central Corridor, and that number is expected to grow, reaching 374,000 jobs by 2030. This is a model. We've already seen the success with the Hiawatha Line, and it's time to build on it. I'll end with one story. I remember telling this a while back when we were working on the funding, and the mayor of St. Paul will appreciate this. This happened to me when my daughter was pretty young, and we went to see that movie with Tom Hanks, Polar Express, right? And at the very end, the conductor is trying to get the little kid, Tom Hanks is trying to get the little kid to get on the train, to get on the Polar Express. And the conductor says to him, "Come on, kid, get on the train. It doesn't matter which way the train is going, just get on the train." And my daughter says, "You know, Mom, there's one thing in that movie that wasn't true." And I thought, what was it? Like all of the glaciers froze over, or that there were 1 million elves at the North Pole? She said, no, it was when the conductor said that thing to the kid. Because you know what, Mom? It does matter which way the train is going. And we know which way this train is going. It's going to St. Paul. It's for our metro region. We are very excited about this great new development in this beautiful car. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your support.
And one of the other great allies to get the Central Corridor Light Rail Line built is our wonderful Congresswoman Betty McCollum. Yeah.
Boy, what a day. We're celebrating another important milestone in the biggest public works project in the history of Minnesota, folks. This is a decade of hard work, and as the Senator pointed out, it is the twin cities that made this happen, both cities working together. It's going to connect the east and the west. The Central Corridor, which will be known as the Green Line shortly, is a world-class transit system. It's because we do things right here. St. Paul and Minneapolis are one region. We work as one region. We live as one region. We compete as one region. And here we are at the Twin Cities, home of the St. Paul and Minneapolis Major League Baseball team. Did I say that right? But we're very, and the state of Minnesota. But we're here to dedicate Central Corridor, but then comes Southwest Corridor, right? Then we've got Botno and Rush Line and more projects to come. And we're going to build each and every one of these together. This is a state, federal, local, business, nonprofit, foundation, advocates all coming together. So I look forward to the green means go, right? To the Green Line going forward into St. Paul, and see you all down at the other end of the line.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman, for all of your steadfast support over many, many years for this project. We really appreciate it. And Commissioner McDonough, you're up next. Jim McDonough, Ramsey County Commissioner, who wouldn't be here without him either.
Thank you, Sue. First, I want to recognize the Ramsey County Board of Commissioners. Tremendous amount of leadership there, not only in advocacy, problem solving, but stepping up as funding partners. Two of my colleagues, Commissioner Ortega and Commissioner Carter, are here to help us celebrate today. Points in time, 30 years worth of points in time on this Central Corridor line, now known as the Green Line. Sometimes those points in time were pretty lonely for a lot of people, and sometimes those points in time were pretty emotional and a lot of things happening. And the arrival of this first car here today is really a point in time and what I call a period of time. This transition, and I see it happening in our community, from the unknowns of what this line, the impact of this line will have on people living in the corridor, the angst, the fear, and yes, sometimes the anger about what's this going to mean to us, and how we're transitioning from those points in this transition period to anticipation, excitement, investment, all those positive things that so many people for many years believed that this line could do for our community, and it's going to do. As Sue pointed out, 41,000 riders a day. It's at the top, if not the top, New Starts line in the country. It's taken a lot for us to get to this point in time, in this period of transition, from all those things to actually the first time this car here starts driving down the rails next summer for testing, I believe, and then in July of 2014, hopefully, for Fare for Service. So thanks to all the partners that have stepped up. Thanks to everybody out there for your support and helping us get through all those points in time that were so critical for us to get here today. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. And next up is my good friend, Peter McLaughlin, Chair CTAB, our great funding partner. Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all very much. I too want to thank all our partners on this. You've got to really, it takes a lot of people pulling in the same direction, and we managed to do that, and we're going to continue to do that. We're celebrating a car here today and 50 some other ones that are going to be built by American workers, and that's a good thing. It's good for our economy, it's good for our families, it's good for our communities. But I want to take you back to, we're celebrating a bigger idea here. And people have talked about the system, and we're building it out. Think about 8 years ago. That's when Hiawatha opened up. People said, oh, nobody's going to ride it. Remember the train to nowhere? Well, you know, we got a lot of people riding Hiawatha, and that's why we're able to build Central Corridor, and we're going to have 41,000 riders a day on that. We said there was going to be development. Development's already happening. You go down Hiawatha, almost every stop, there's a development either under construction, completed, or in the planning stages. We've got development right here, the old Ford Center. We've got development going on throughout this area. It's happening on Central Corridor as well, already in anticipation of the line, and the same thing's happening on Southwest. So we're building out a system for the whole region. And that's really, this is about being intentional. This is about grabbing our future and making sure that we create it. We're making the kinds of investments that will make this place competitive. It'll give people access to jobs and school, and it's going to make this a better place in which to live now and throughout this century. That's what we're really celebrating today, and I think we need to resolve to make sure we keep marching forward. There's some naysayers out there, but we need to resolve as we celebrate today that we're going to march forward and build these lines out and build a transit system and a transportation system that's going to carry us forward economically as a community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we have our two great mayors here, and I'm going to start first with Mayor Chris Coleman and then Mayor R.T. Ryback to talk about why this is important for your cities.
Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Sue. Thanks, everyone. First of all, we in St. Paul, along the Central Corridor, we waited on buses, we waited on trains, but we have never waited 40 years for a train to arrive. Thank God this train has finally arrived for the Central Corridor, for the city of St. Paul. You know, it's as elected officials, we get to stand up here and talk about what a great thing this is going to be, but when I look out on this crowd and I see all of you that have been advocating for great transportation in this community, pushing your leaders along, pushing your elected officials, working side by side with us to say, how do we not only build a transit system, how do we build communities with the investment that we're making? If it wasn't for all of you that are standing there, then the work that we would have done would have gone for naught. So I want to give a round of congratulations for all the transit advocates in this community that have worked so hard to get us to do the right thing. And we don't need a long speech because it's cold enough, but all I can say is I'm looking forward to that day in July 2014, Dave, when I can get on the light rail in downtown St. Paul and take it to the All-Star game in downtown Minneapolis and celebrate all the way along the line. It's a great day for the Twin Cities. Thank you.
This is a jobs line for the 40,000 people who are on it every day, for the American workers who built this. This is a housing line for the thousands of people who will live at the Village Green project we just broke ground on, and up at 38th and at 46th. This is a sports line for the fan who every night of the week can go to a Twins, Vikings, Lynx, Saints, Gopher game. Who am I missing? The Wild up and down the line. This is going to be where we're going to have the Olympics, where you'll be going up and down this. But this is mostly about our future. And the people said that no one's going to ride it. They were wrong. People said development wouldn't follow. They were wrong. People right now say that we should go slow. They are dead wrong. We are getting our butt kicked by Denver and other cities on transit. I'm not prepared to have this region be a second-rate region. Keep building this. We've got to build we got to build the Southwest. I got to get my mouth dried out. Okay, good. Let's go build some stuff. Thank you so much for a great partner.
And our region to compete will be a great competitive region. Everyone here knows that. We can do this work together, and it's about building out a system that serves the entire region, and this is such an exciting step. We have a great general manager in Metro Transit, Brian Lamb. Come and close us off here.
Sue is exactly right. This is a landmark day because it's the emergence of a system. The metro system, which consists of the blue line from Mall of America to downtown and eventually up to Brooklyn Park. The green line, which consists of the line from downtown to St. Paul to right here and eventually out to Eden Prairie. It consists of the orange line, which connects the South 35W corridor. It consists of the red line, which connects the Cedar Avenue corridor in Apple Valley all the way through, and it connects North Star moving forward right here. And we are so proud to be part of it, not only with the new branding, the new colors that you see on our brand new Siemens car right in front of us, but thankfully for the talented people at Metro Transit, the rebranding of the Bombardier car in the back, which now looks with the new colors of this new system. We're excited moving forward. I want to say that in a minute you'll be invited on to this new Siemens car. This new Siemens car takes advantage of the latest technology. Not only is it considerably lighter than the Bombardier car that precedes it, meaning they will use that much less electricity to move down the track, truly making it green, appropriate for the green line. But it also has several other features that will make riding on this comparable to no other transit system in the country as it sits right now. So we really want to thank our Siemens partners for building this car, and I want to invite you all on to take a tour, a walking tour through the Siemens car. Thank you.
Pretty nice, pretty good day. Moving transit forward, making the connection between Minneapolis and St. Paul, it's a big deal.
University Avenue is one of our gateway avenues into the city. Just the economic development, the beautification of the entire corridor, and of course, obviously, the transportation for, you know, the elderly and the students and all the colleges we have in St. Paul. This is great.
Well, this is very exciting. I'm very excited that, you know, we have a line that's moving, connecting the two downtowns. So it'll be nice now. I work downtown Minneapolis, so it'll be nice to go up to University and maybe for lunch, you know, go to some of the restaurants there and head back and make it back on time for a meeting at, say, 1 o'clock. So I'm very excited for it. So.
What I was excited to see was that long green line with all the stations, including the 3 much-awaited stations, you know, Hamlin, Victoria, and Western. So that was really, really good to see. The train will serve everybody. Everyone will get a chance to get on and to ride.
I think it's great. I think it's one of the great steps towards getting the line built and completed and up and running.
Well, I was born in St. Paul, so I could say I've been waiting my whole life for this. From an economic standpoint, it's not just the local effects, it's not just the development, it's not just the convenience of commuting. We're also making jobs in the United States with transit. A lot of jobs to build transit and to operate transit. So from that point of view, it's excellent too. So couldn't be happier.